And let me show you this power. So sometimes when people get up now, they learn that this word morning seems to be very close to the word of being sad, though. Like they've taken the word morning and made the word morning mean to be sad. Now, this is the linguistic, that's what I said, the code, what's going on in the codes. Because now, in this language, the original language that this comes from, this word that you're looking for that actually means sad is actually lament. Not mourning, because what morning actually meant was around 6 o'clock p.m. It didn't mean 6 o'clock a.m. Okay, it meant 6 o'clock p.m. because during the 6 o'clock p.m., the sky would be progressively getting darker. And then this thing would go on called morning, which was a process of basically ushering out the synthesis, which is the sun. The sun is now going into another space, so we're ushering it out. It's like if I'm leaving the house for the night, I'm like, okay, y'all, we had a great time. It was man, I can't say enough. I'll see everybody tomorrow, but I'm about to go. So then when we're all leaving, like you ever left with your family, everybody's hugging, but you're coming back though, right? So if somebody starts crying and, oh, don't go, why? The sun's coming back tomorrow. I would hope. See, the reality here is that the sun doesn't come back tomorrow, then none of us are coming back. So there's no reason to be sad about something that's coming back. So the word morning doesn't mean to be sad, but it is an observance. Okay? And now, if you put this word, though, at 6 a.m., now what you've done is you turn everybody upside down because the word is for 6 p.m. So everybody, good morning. And they're like, all off balance, all off time. And it begins in stuff like that. Because if you stopped with just interpreting this word as meaning bad, morning, sad, then you missed how to even crack the code of this word because you missed the other half. You had this part, but you didn't have this part. And it's because of that people keep perishing. What it is to truly perish, the second death, to go below the speed of light. Basically, where the spokes are broken and the actual weights come off, the gird. You see, this is all what's been talked about in the high levels of the ancient knowledge about weight. That was the name for Sirius, was weight. They counterbalance planets with this stuff. Why? It show you counterbalance yourself with these experiences in these time. Because in this time, there's only really one thing that you're learning. I'll speed it up for you. Time traveler all the way at this point. Like I just go on quantum. Like people be wondering why, I don't even talk to them on the phone or I don't call them. It's like, yo, if you didn't see me on the other side already, or you saw me but you couldn't interface, that just means you need to get yourself together. But for me to get on the phone in physical reality, talk to you through a droid with all of this stuff that I have going on for 2 or 3 hours, do you know how critical it is that I don't do that? Seeing that in 10 years, I've been pioneering and the tribe has been pioneering with me a massive message of awareness. And now we're ready to take it into another stage and bring it from the virtual into the physical. Now it's ready to go into birth. And it's a real thing for us. But while we're driving along the way, finding every single point, stuff that we have to do ourselves collectively, meaning that there's still millions of people in the world that will benefit from this. There are people with coffers enriched with thousands of pieces of monopoly money, valueless, basically. And they're just sitting on it, watching us trudge through building it. And by all means, we've been able to build it. And I'm going to show some of that here in a little bit. But it's just hearkening to what's really happening here. There's stuff that it's like it's teaching me, it's teaching everybody around me who we really are and what we came to do. And also that by all means, no matter what you're saying, if you can't figure it out, then maybe you should go back to video number 1. But we got something going on here and nobody is going to shake this foundation. And from this foundation, we're going to build things for the kids. We're going to build things for the women. We're going to build things for the men. And we're even going to take things so beyond and so vast, we're going to start start looking into these microscopes and telescopes and all these other different life forms and entities that have been all creations that we put together. And we're going to begin to synthesize and connect. And that's what we're going to do. And that because we know there's no such thing as death, we're going to prepare for a perfect loop. A perfect loop. A place that we build that every single thing that is going to benefit you and get you through the experience will be there. And that means having the contrast. That means having every single aspect of how we go through this journey. There's times that you may feel afraid, but then you will be comforted by those that are around you. There's times that you may feel that you can't go on any further, and then some other part of you will lift you up. There'll be times that you realize all of this is just to make you sharper and to give you a greater experience to know who you truly are, to teach you your powers. And we'll be there celebrating with you as you come into that aha moment. And then when you learn also that all of the real words you say and we all recognize, but they're not in English like, what is that? Somebody sent me that the other day. What is that? What is that, Sevan? Is the vibration of I don't know. You roam, right? But then there's another one called Tastes good. Tastes good. Like when you eat something that you like and you love because you have attached to that in your consciousness, this liking and loving thing, you remember, that is remembering. That is forgetting. So next time you even find yourself saying something, especially some of us do say a lot, and you find yourself going, start training yourself to go, and you'll find you will catch the next bridge of thought right away. You'll catch the next spoke, because it's tones and vibrations. Shh. All of that, that's the real language. And then what you have laying over the top of that is you have this English. Okay, so never forget that your highest level of connection is within the mantra. In the mantra, you don't need to be taught. You've been doing and yeah. You ever just somebody just that's the language. Okay? So, it would be great if we just had like a listing of all of those. And then you could see how you speak and how you create, and then how you lay this other GUI called English, a GUI, another GUI on the top of that. And then that becomes your experience, that this is a layered experience. And this is why I keep trying to tell folks, man, there's layers to this shit. There's levels to this.